Hi everybody, my name is Luis Vargas, and in this occasion I'm gonna talk about how to create a service using Angular2 Dart. In the last video we saw how to create a component, how to divide the component in split the component in three different components: the add component.dart, the myHeroDetails.dart, and also the myHeroList.dart. And if we run this, we are gonna see that our component has I don't know why this happens. You're gonna see that the components, it's just a simple component that when you select one of the list, it just appears into the details, and you can also edit the details component. But there was a little problem in this code. In the previous code, we have a hero list from the hero mock, and we get the hero list from here, from the heroes constant. But we don't want this, because in some cases we want to get these values from the server, or from a database, or from another service that could be available. So where do we get this? Where do we use this heroes list? We use it inside the myHeroList.dart, and this one just called the hero list. Not that one, sorry. The add component.dart called the heroes list, these heroes constants, and then just pass it to the heroes component, to the heroes list inside the add component.dart. This one at the same time pass it to the hero list by means of the HTML code. Sorry, not here. So as you can see, it just passed the heroes to the hero list inside the HTML code. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna convert this into a service. Instead of passing this directly from here, we were gonna pass it from a service. So how do we do that? That's kind of simple. We just need to create a new service, and a service is also very simple. A service is just a class, so we just need to create a new Dart file, and then the Dart file we just gonna call it my hero service. Heroes service. Okay, and this class should has something. We're gonna call it class my heroes service. Sorry. And this class should have also something, an annotation called add injectable. This annotation in here makes the component an injectable, which means that it can be injected into any other component. Sorry, not the component injectable, the class injectable. So this injectable makes this class injectable to other components or directive. So we have already an error here because we haven't imported the injectable. So to import it, we need to just do Alt Enter. It doesn't work with the Alt Enter, so I just need to do it manually. I just need to import the package. The package is Angular2 Dart. I think it's this one, and this one should solve the problem, and it does. So we can go to the injectable here, and we can go also to the injectable metadata to see the documentation. Pressing Ctrl Q, it shows the documentation. Okay, so basically it's what I said before. It makes the class available to the injector for the creation. So basically it's gonna be, if you don't put this injectable, the service is not gonna be able to be injectable to another component, as I said before. Okay, so what do we need here? In here we need service, and this service is gonna do something simple. It's just gonna create a service, it's just gonna call the heroes list, and okay, this one is already done. So we're gonna create a method called get heroes, like this one. I'm gonna put this one in another place so that it's easy for me, and it's not better for you to show every time that I need to copy from here. Oops, not that. Okay. So this one just gets the list of components, and in here I'm just gonna return the heroes list. Let me see if I can enter and import library. Okay, so I can also do something in Dart that is converting this into a block code, expression body, sorry, the block code into expression body, which is a lot more simple, and it's more readable also, if you understand what does it means. Or of course this is basically the same as before, but it's shorter. It's a synthetic sugar. So what else we are gonna do? We are just gonna inject that inside the component add component, or inside the component my list component. So how do we inject something inside the component? To inject something, just need to pass it into the constructor. So I'm just gonna delete this one here, and I'm just gonna say something in the constructor. So I'm gonna create a constructor. In that, a constructor should have the same name as the class. So in here, I'm just create a new constructor, and I need to do something. I need to pass the service. So I need to create a hero service. I can do this, just hero service, and then I'm just injecting a hero service. Sorry, it's not hero service. I should call it hero service. It is now my heroes service. So go to add component to Dart. Let's copy this here, and then I need to do Alt Enter and import the library. So here we can see the library that we have imported already. So we don't need this library anymore here, and also we don't need this line. So we have this my hero service, but this my hero service is gonna be injected, but it's gonna be only available into the constructor. To make it available into the complete class, like we need to make it either public or private. It doesn't matter. In general, it's preferable to make it private, but it's up to you. So my hero service. Hero service and my heroes. Let me see. Heroes service. So here, instead of creating a constructor and passing this constructor, instead of doing this dot my hero service equal to my hero service, like we will do it in Java or C# or some other languages. Instead of doing this, that has something called syntax. It's a syntax issue. Just put this inside this the constructor, and it's gonna work the same. So in here we are just injecting the hero service. Let's run this until here to see what happens. So it looks that we have an error. So the error appears in the console of IntelliJ, and basically the error says that we don't have any provider for my hero service, and that's because we haven't added any provider to the class. to the component class. Okay, so we need to add a provider in here, providers, and then const, and here we are just to pass the provider, the class that we are going to provide, and it's going to be my hero service. This is the provider. This is the same as doing this const, I think is provider dynamic use class token is gonna be my hero service, and use class my hero service. So the previous one is the same as doing all this long thing. So basically this is the same. So I'm just gonna make it shorter, and I'm just gonna put my hero service here, and run it again. It should work correctly, and it doesn't. Let's see what error we have. None. Okay, it doesn't work just because the hero list is never instantiated, it's never updated. I don't know how to say. So what we're gonna do here is just the ng on init. So I'm just gonna implement the on init, and then I just need to add that the method ng init. So create the missing overrides, and this will create for me the ng on init method. So here I just need to add to say that heroes it's equal to my hero service dot get heroes, and this one is gonna give me the heroes. And now we have the heroes again, and that's it. It's very cool. However, doing this is kind of bad because we only have instantiated these heroes here, and since we are gonna do this maybe in some other cases, not now, maybe now it's okay, but in some other cases maybe we could get it again, heroes instantiate again heroes, like maybe having another button that says refresh, another button here that says refresh heroes, list of heroes, and then this list is gonna get a new list of heroes. So it's better to put this in another method called get heroes again, like this, get heroes, maybe a private method, no, make it public, get heroes, and this one is gonna be just this line of here, and instead of this, instead of the previous line, we're gonna have this line, just get heroes. So whenever the component initializes, it's just gonna get the heroes from the mock list, and you can go here and see where the list of heroes goes. In next captures, we're gonna see why do we need a service instead of just passing the variable, the heroes list directly. Right now it's just a good practice for you, just having this into a service. Most of the time you should have all this getting stuff from a service, and as I told you before, maybe this heroes list, this hero service gets the list from the server, so most likely you're gonna have also not all get hero. Instead of get heroes, I will call it get all, or maybe call it find all, which is more conventional in Java Spring MVC, that you do find all, get all, find one, find by ID, find by name, find by something, instead of just doing the get all, something like find by ID, by name, for example, and then maybe it will be something like this: heroes dot where hero by name, hero dot name equals to the name pass. So maybe in some server, maybe this is a server-side query that calls a database and does this in the database instead of doing directly to the hero list, like here. But since this heroes is just a mock object, a mock object is in Spanish, for other languages it's difficult. Mock means fake, so it doesn't exist in fact in really, but it's just for testing purposes. As I said, maybe it could be more of this. Maybe find by, let's see, find by ID, maybe find by name. Maybe hero has more attributes, so you can do find by another attribute. Maybe find by the combination of 2 or more attributes. I don't know, it could be long. So this logic is always better to put it inside the service instead of putting directly into the component, because this is a service for, you create a service because you want to put logic, data logic, or some logic that you don't want to put inside the component. The component is mostly for logic for the component itself, not for the data. So I don't know what to say. I hope you like it. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to click the like button. And if you have any question, just comment in YouTube video, or if you have any suggestion, if I make any mistake, just make it a comment and I will answer when I can. Thank you.